Assalamu alaikum. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya 'ala as-salah. Hayya 'ala as-salah. Hayya 'ala al-falah. Hayya 'ala al-falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ومن يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. As we are almost in the middle of the Ramadan, and we look around the situation, what is happening to our ummah, to our brothers and sisters all over the world, and then right here in our hometown, in our homes, in our country. According to American media, about 70,000 our brothers and sisters in Palestine have been killed. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept their shahada. Out of that 70,000, 70% are women and children. They have their plans, and Allah has His plan. Indeed, Allah has the best plan. And then we see our brothers and sisters in India, they have almost losing their hope. The masajid are being burned, masajid are being turned into the temples. Muslim daughters, Muslim sisters are avoiding going to the schools because their hijabs are being pulled. And it has been made legal to burn and to destroy Muslim businesses, Muslim houses. They are making the apps to sell my daughter, to sell my mother, to sell my wife They're making the apps. And then we look at the Yemen, our brothers and sisters are dying because of the hunger. And the war continues going on. And then we look at the Sudan. There's a great game, word game being played over there. Look at Libya. Look at Africa, East Africa, where Muslims were not only a while back, that non-Muslims were not only killed, but their dead bodies were consumed as a meat. Muslims were buried alive in Syria. Muslims were burned alive in Burma, where the Muslims still cannot go back to their homes. We see all this happening. And we are right in the middle of the Ramadan. And it comes. What can I do? I mean, right here in our home, our youth getting married and within a year or less than a year, they're calling it quit. They cannot get along. They cannot work together. Nobody wants to give and take. And then we see our youth committing suicide. Muslim kids are committing suicide. So much so that sometimes you hear that Muslim kids are just living Islam. And that husband and wife relationship are not as smooth as they used to be. It's getting harder and harder. So what can we do as an individual Muslim? That what action? One wonders that what can I do? What power do I have? Or why is it my responsibility to fix the affairs of the Ummah all over the world? Why should I worry about my brothers and sisters who are dying in Palestine? I mean, we don't understand this. Palestinians are simply fighting for the right to breathe, which comes so easy, so naturally to us. They are dying to protect their household. They are dying to protect the Masjid al-Aqsa, your Masjid al-Aqsa and my Masjid al-Aqsa. And they are the only ones who are dying for it. One wonders, I have never been to Palestine. Why is it my responsibility? Like to bring an example from the life of Sayyidina Ali ibn Talib. That when he was the Khalifa, some people went to him, and these people went to him not to take some good to him, but to mock him, to ridicule him, to insult him. They went to him and they said, when Umar was Khalifa, that Islam was flourishing. New and new lands were entering into the fold of Islam. People were taking the Shahada in the large gathering, in the large numbers. So much money was flowing into the Medina that we Muslims didn't know what to do with that money. And now that you are Khalifa, we have nothing else but fitna. And what a beautiful answer that wise man gave to them. And that answer is for you and me for today. Sayyidina Ali ibn Talib replied, he said, when Umar was Khalifa, that he was surrounded by people like me. People like who? People like Sayyidina Ali. And said, now that I am Khalifa, I am surrounded by people like you. People who came to ridicule him, people who came to mock him, people who came to insult him. Ummah, Palestine, Burma, Libya, East Africa, they are surrounded by people like you and me. That is why it is our responsibility. Or, as another hadith, which is narrated by Sayyidina Nu'man bin Bashir, that he said, Rasulullah said, that Muslims are like one body of a person. That if the eye is sore, the whole body aches, and if the head aches, the whole body aches. When we say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, wahdahu la sharika lahu, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu, we become part of that one body. We feel the pain, we cry for our brothers and sisters who are dying in Palestine. We feel the pain and we cry for our brothers and sisters who still cannot go back to their homes in Burma. We feel the pain of brothers and sisters all over the world who are going hungry, or whose house has been destroyed, or whose properties have been damaged. Because we are part of that one body. It doesn't matter where we live. We feel the hunger, we feel the pain, because being part of that one body. That's the one side of the hadith that we know and we want to look at. But there's other side of the hadith, that being part of that one body, when I deliberately put my finger in the fire, my whole body is going to feel the pain also. When I eat good nutrition food, my body is going to get stronger. And if deliberately I eat the rotten food, my whole body is going to get sick also. My action, my deeds affect your family. Your action, your deeds affect my family, because we are part of that one body. So what can one Muslim, one individual do that not only himself and his family, but my family and the generations, all over the Muslim generations all over the world can get affected from that? This Ramadan, the remaining days that are left, that what can I do? What actions can I take that will affect not only just me, but the whole Ummah, all over the world? And how that is possible. So there are 5 recommendations. And these are not the recommendations of some scholar or some sheikh. These are the recommendations of the Quran and from the life of Rasulullah, from the order of Rasulullah. We may have forgotten it. We may have stopped acting upon them. But these are the obligations. First, we gotta get out of riba. We have to get out of the mortgages which are based on the riba. We have to get out of the loans which are based on the riba, whether they are car loans, whether they are personal loans, or whether they are business loans. We got to get out of the riba. As the Quran says, the one who is involved in the riba, he needs to get ready for the war with Allah and His Rasul. How can we win if we are at war with Allah and His Messenger? It will not be easy. Of course. One wonders how that is possible. The whole society is based on the riba. Indeed, it is possible. With the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It may not happen quick. But if one decides today that I am going to get out of riba, and that he starts working on it, and he starts reaching out to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every day in, day out. Whether he makes 2 rak'ah and make dua after that, or whether he makes dua whenever he remembers. Every day, keep seeking the help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and look for the ways and means. It might take you a year, it might take you 6 months, it might take you 5 years. But it will happen if you try. Number 2, we got to stop selling alcohol and CBD and business like that. We live, as they call it, the land of opportunity. But yet, when a Muslim decides to go into business, he cannot find any other business but gas station. And then when he buys a gas station, he cannot run it without selling alcohol. We want our children to be the hafaz. We want them to be the scholars of Islam. We bring them to Sunday schools. We bring them to the Imam to help them memorize the Quran. But we are raising them on the income that is coming from the alcohol. And indeed it will not be easy also. But if one decides that this Ramadan, from today, I'm going to work to get out of this business. And then he seeks the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and keeps working on it until Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens the door. It might take him 6 months, it might take him a year or 2 years, but it is possible. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send him the help from the heaven. Number 3, we need to stop going towards the fornication. Committing fornication is a big sin. We need to stop thinking about it. We need to stop looking at it. We need to stop walking towards it. We need to make it easy for our children, for our youth to get married. There's a lot of pull in the society for a young man. We need to, if we have 4 children, if we marry our son or daughter and we get 5th one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide the rest for that child also. What will be best if my son and my daughter-in-law, they are going to school together, or they're going to the college together? We look for the ways, we look for the means, we wait for the vacation and holidays to go and visit our grandchildren, to spend some time with them. What will be best if I am raising my grandchildren? I'm helping my children, my daughter or my son to raise their kids, and they are being born and they are being raised in my own house. I have access to them 24/7. That's a bonus. We need to make it easy for them. We need to help them get married. Number 4, we need to watch what we eat and what we wear. A lot of times we are very careful and we are very focused on what we are eating, but we forget what we are wearing. We used to complain that sisters wear clothes which are too tight, but now men are wearing clothes. Men are wearing clothes which are too tight, and the fabric these clothes are made of, the paper is 10 times thicker than that fabric. We are wearing clothes, yet we are all naked, completely naked. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy upon the brother who is praying behind us, that sometimes we go into the sajda and we are completely naked. We need to find the clothes which are a little bit baggy, which are a little bit open, which hide our body the way it needs to hide it instead of showing it. Not only they make those clothes which are very tight, but they also put the colors of these clothes which make you look at them. Instead of hiding our private parts, we are making them more obvious. And number 5, we need to get to know the Quran. Bring the Quran al-Kareem into our life. This Ramadan, I need to decide I am going to learn the Quran with the correct pronunciation. If one does not know how to read it with the correct pronunciation, he can decide from today. Sit down with the Imam, 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day or every other day, and start from the alphabet. It doesn't matter if you are 50, 60, 70 years old. If you die while you are learning the Quran, you are successful. If you die while you keep thinking about it, never started on it, that is sad. Cannot make time to come to the masjid to sit with the Imam, no problem. Find an online teacher. Once a week, twice a week, whatever you can do. But do something. Cannot find a teacher online? Download your favorite Qari and hold the Musaf in your hand and start from the first ayah. Do not go to the next ayah until you get the first ayah right, even if it takes you a year. It doesn't matter. And if you already know how to read the Quran with the correct pronunciation, it's time for you to understand it. Learn the language of the Quran. Read the Quran with the translation, with the tafsir. You already understand the Quran, mashallah. Implement it on yourself and your wife and your children and on and on and on. You're already doing that, wonderful. Now it's time for you to start helping. Help other people learn the Quran. The best people among you are the ones who learn the Quran and then teach. That's what Rasulullah says. As it is the Rasul of the Quran that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stresses on something, Allah repeats it over and over in the Quran. And this ayah has come 3 times or maybe more. Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat lin-nas. That you are the best people who was ever raised upon the earth. You are the best of the best of the best. One wonders, I am the best person on the earth? My thought, my wife, my dealing, my business, my affairs, they don't look like nothing like the best people on the earth. And as a collective, we look at the Muslims, the troubles, the problems, the issues that we are facing, and we are the best people on the earth. How is that possible? There's a condition. تَعْمَرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَتَنْحَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ. That you invite people towards the good. We do that because that's the easy part. I may not be doing it myself, but I will give advice to everybody what is the right and what is wrong. But when it comes to stopping people from the evil, from the bad, that part certainly I don't want to do it. Because if I do it, people will not like it. They will see me coming and they will change their path. Nobody will want to shake hands with me. Nobody will invite me to their homes. If I invite them, they will not come. They will not let their children play in my shade. That's exactly the reason why we are no longer the best people on the earth, because we are not meeting the condition. As Sayyidina Aisha radiallahu anha narrated this hadith, she reported that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that enjoin the good and forbid the evil. Before what? Before what? Azab of Allah comes upon you. These are not the words of hadith. Why azab? And what kind of azab? That if you don't do that before you call upon Allah and He does not answer you. What will be bigger azab than this? How many hands are being raised for our brothers and sisters in the Palestine? How many hands are being raised? And yet we do not see our calls being answered. It may not be azab, but it feels like nothing less than azab either. We may not know it if it's azab or not. Only Allah knows. But the condition that we are in, because we are not enjoying the good, and we are not forbidding the evil. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله. سبحان الله وبحمده عدد خلقه ورضا نفسه وزينة عرشه ومداد كلامه حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد كما صليت على ابراهيم وعلى ابراهيم انك حميد مجيد. This ayah has come in Quran 3 times, and third time will live a different ending. هو الذي أرسل رسوله, that He is the Allah who has sent this Rasul. Which Rasul? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Bil-Huda, with the guidance. What is the guidance? Quran al-Karim. وَدِينَ الْحَقِّ, the true religion. What is the true religion? Al-Islam. This deen al-Islam is the kul. Kul, there's nothing else. Only Islam. Islam will be on the top of all the other religions. Islam will supersede all the religions. Islam will be the only religion on the earth that will be practiced. There will be no other religions. The religions of the past, they became sacred, they became frozen. They are no longer to be practiced because they were frozen and they became sacred after the Nabuwah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Their Sharia is no longer to be practiced after the Nabuwah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the man-made religion, indeed they hold no water. They are no religion in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It does not matter how much mushrikeen, the people who associate partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it doesn't matter how much they dislike it. It does not matter how much money they have. It does not matter how many atom bombs they have. It does not matter how many B-52 bombers they have. It does not matter how many drones they have. It does not matter how many ships they have. It doesn't matter how many iron domes they have. And it certainly does not matter how big economy they have. Islam will be on the top of all the other religions. وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ شَهِيدًا. What the best witness Allah will is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made himself witness to that Islam will be the only religion that will be practiced on the earth. How that will happen? We look at our condition, the way we are all over the world. We're getting beat up. Muslim blood has become cheap. The water today has more value than the blood of Muslim. How this is possible? And when it will happen? Maybe it will happen right after the Jummah today. Or maybe it will happen after you and me are dead. Maybe you will play some role making it happen. Or maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring the new people and they will make it happen. We see every day new people getting the shahada. Or maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send the angels and they will make it happen. Or maybe none of them are. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will simply say happen and it will happen. Good? We do not know when and how this is going to happen. But we know it will happen because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is witness to that. So when I know this is going to happen, is there any part, is there any role that I want to play in it? Do I want to be part of that winning team, as they say, that makes it happen? Or do I want to sit on the sideline and see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it happen? I have to decide, I have to pick, and I have to choose. That on the day of judgment, when I'm standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what will be my answer? Yes, I did something. Little bit, not too much. I took some trouble. I gave it to my neighbors. I was known at my work as a Muslim. People came to me when they heard something about Islam. I answered them. If I did not know the answer, I went and got the answer and gave it to them. I offered them a copy of Quran. I offered them some brochures. My neighbors came to me when they heard something about Islam. I replied them. Or I will say, Ya Allah, I was too busy. I had 2 jobs, I had 3 jobs. I did my Friday. I went for Jummah. I went for Isha. Then I was lost. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wal aqibatu lil muttaqeen. والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيبنا وحبيب رب العالمين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم أصلح لنا ديننا الذي هو عصمة ربنا واصلح لنا دنيانا التي فيها معاشنا واصلح لنا آخرتنا التي فيها معادنا واجعل الحياة زيادة لنا في كل خير واجعل الموت راحة لنا من كل شر لا إله إلا الله الحليم الكريم سبحان الله رب العرش العظيم والحمد لله رب العالمين نسألك موجبات رحمتك وعزائم مغفرتك والغنيمة من كل بر والسلامة من كل اسم لا تدع لنا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هما إلا فرجته ولا حاجة هي لك رضا إلا قضيتها يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم انصر المجاهدين المستضعفين في فلسطين اللهم انصر المجاهدين في كل مكان اللهم رزقنا صلاة في المسجد الحرام اللهم رزقنا صلاة في المسجد النبوي صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم رزقنا صلاة في المسجد الأقصى اللهم احفظ لنا الأقصى اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتوب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين عباد الله رحمكم الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون اذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم واستغفروه لذنوبكم إنه هو الغفور الرحيم All the mistakes and the shortcomings of the khutbah are mine. If there was anything good, it is purely from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Make your lives squares, brothers and sisters. Do not bring any gaps among yourselves. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in Ihdinas siratal mustaqim Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون. هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Allahu Akbar. Sallallahu Alaihi Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allah. Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah, Islam is very famous. No matter whether you are in a small village, small town, or you are in a big city, everybody knows Islam. The only problem is they know Islam from President Trump, or they know Islam from Fox News and media like that. So all we have to do is just change the perception. Very easy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us the book which at the time of the Rasulullah, when he invited people to Islam, he recited the Quran. He read the Quran to them, they heard it, they understood it, and they changed. Even then today, when you meet somebody who is a new Muslim, and you ask them, how did you become Muslim? 99.99% of the time they say, somehow they got hold of Quran. They read the Quran and it changed them. So inshallah, we are distributing Qurans free to the Muslims and to the non-Muslims. We used to distribute 3,000 copies of Quran translation every month. After the Gaza war started, we started doing 6,000 copies every month. We thought that it would go down, but still today, we're doing 6,000 copies every month. So inshallah, we're looking for brothers and sisters who can help us buy 2 pallets of those Quran. Each pallet will there will be more than 1,000 copies in it. If one brother can sponsor 1 pallet, that costs about $4,000. And then the other 4 brothers or 3 brothers can donate $89 per month, or they can donate $1,000 altogether. And 3 brothers can do that, and 2 brothers can donate $45 per month, or $500, or some brothers can donate $100, $200, whatever the combination it makes. So inshallah, come to the table, see us over there, use your card, write a check, or Zelle, whatever you want to do it. Jazakumullah khair. By the way, it is zakat eligible, so you can pay your zakat.
Brothers, please remember the father of our brother Adil and our brother Asif. Remember him in your dua. He is in the ICU and he really needs your dua. To ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give him a complete and quick recovery, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. And also make a lot of salah and salam upon Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and donate generously for the masjid. Assalamu alaikum.
वो आपको वो आपको